Welcome to Carpool Karaoke. What are you singing for us today?
Nothing good. Assure you that.
I put him on the spot. Welcome to Epic Updates. We are Jonas and Ashley with the Epic Phoenix Real Estate team. And today, Jonas really came up with this topic very quickly because I think maybe he's had some questions or he's been reading some things, but today he's going to talk a little bit about the pros and cons of paying off your mortgage early. So tell us what those pros and cons are.
Well, it's kind of more of a personal subject. So for me, we always kind of set goals on the team. We do vision boards every year and kind of set goals where we want to be. One thing that's been a goal for me for the past several years that I'm working towards is I'm currently 44. We have been acquiring some investment properties for our family, and so my goal is to pay those off as quick as humanly possible. I've set a lofty goal to get them chunked down by 50. Whether or not that happens or not, TBD. But I get clients, not all the time, but frequently enough, kind of asking, if they're to pay cash versus to finance, or if they have an existing mortgage, should they pay it off early, so on and so forth. Really circumstantial. I know we always give the depending on situation, but it really always depends on situation. But basically, long story short, you basically need to evaluate the pros and the cons of both. Pros being obviously no debt. So a lot of people just don't like having credit card debt, car payments, student loans, mortgages is a big one, that sort of thing. It also frees up cash for other investments or other opportunities. So let's say you pay off one property, you may want to buy another one. You may want to invest, in the stock and, maybe not crypto, but, another investment vertical. CDs have been paying really good dividends right now. I talked to a client a couple weeks ago. She mentioned they're looking to maybe sell a property, move some money to gold, just kind of depending on what your feelings are on the economy. So just kind of having that liquidity and not having it tied up in a property where, it's difficult to access unless you're, sell the property or do a cash out refi. And there's people that kind of live by the FIRE lifestyle, the financial independence, freedom, model. A lot of, Dave Ramsey fans out there, don't carry debt, don't take on credit card debt, that sort of thing. So me, I think that's kind of a little extreme from time to time. There is, I like the benefits of leveraging, especially money when it was cheap. But the downside, now the cons, obviously, not having the interest deductions. That's a huge deduction. This time we're doing our taxes right now. We tally up all the mortgage payments that we're doing and what the interests are, during that time. It's a huge write-off for us. So that write-off is gone. The other thing it could affect is your capital gain situation. So if it's a primary, obviously, as we know, and not a tax advisor or CPA, but you have a exemption 250 single or $500,000 married. So let's say hypothetically your home is worth more than that, which a lot of people's homes are. If and when you go to sell that, because you're not going to have debt to kind of wash out some of that, that could create a taxable situation at the time of the sale.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely.
Which sucks. Nobody likes to give their money, to Uncle Sam. Again, it's really case by case, but I do see the value in both, and just dropping all debts, and which means you can, don't have to necessarily make as much money to cover your nut and that sort of thing. So that's kind of the trajectory that I'm looking to ultimately go. But again, selling off a 3% mortgage doesn't make a lot of sense, but selling off a 6 or 7 or 8% mortgage or refinancing does all day long. So also the cost to borrow, what sort of loan you're in, that sort of thing. So anyways, just something to think about. We've had this come up more than one instance recently, and obviously something I think about semi-regularly, given my own personal situation. But what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, if you're somebody that's kind of toying with the idea of being able to pay off a mortgage or not, call Jonas, call myself. We can walk you through your specific situation, and that really is kind of a common theme in all of these videos. Like,
100%.
it is not a lot of this is not blanket. It's not a one size fits all. It's not, it doesn't apply to everybody. So if you have a specific situation that you want to run by us, we do really pride ourselves as being an advocate for you and really advisors. So get in touch with us. You know how to reach us: email, phone, text. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed this installment of Epic Updates. And if you have any suggestions, go ahead and send them on over. We'd love to discuss it in a video.
Otherwise, we will see you next week.
Talk soon.
Bye.